अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, होठ पे माया विराजे। बाजे
मुरलिया बाजे, बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे। अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, होठ पे माया विराजे। बाजे मुरलिया
बाजे, बाजे मुरलिया बाजे।
हरे हरे बांस की बनी मुरलिया, हरे हरे बांस की बनी मुरलिया, मरम मरम को छुए अंगुरिया, मरम मरम को छुए अंगुरिया।
चंचल चतुर अंगुरिया जिस पर, चंचल चतुर, चंचल चतुर अंगुरिया जिस पर, कनक मुंदरिया साजे। बाजे मुरलिया बाजे, बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे। पीली मुंदरी अंगुरी शाम, बमा बाबा निनी बाबा निनी बनी निनी बनी निनी बमा बाबा गमा बजानी, pani zagare gare ni zare ni zama gare zare ni zama gare zani ni dha ni za dhani ri zani ni dhani ri zare zani zani ni bama baga ma bazani bani da ma bazani ni da ma tamana maga pa ma baga ma bani। पीली मुंदरी अंगूरी शाम, मुंदरी पर राधा का नाम, मुंदरी पर राधा का नाम।
आकर देखे सुने मधुर सुर, आकर देखे सुने मधुर सुर, राधा गोरी लाजे। बाजे मुरलिया
बाजे, बाजे मुरलिया बाजे। अधर धरे हो, अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, होठ पे माया विराजे। बाजे मुरलिया बाजे, बाजे मुरलिया बाजे। नी za da da re re za 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 ni za za re ga re ga re ga re re za re ni za da da re re za sa re ni ma pa।
भूल गई राधा भरी गगरिया, भूल गई राधा भरी गगरिया,
न जाने तेरो न जाने जाने न जाने तेरो न जाने जाने न जाने. ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्. ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः. सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं. भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः. वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च. ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स स्मृतः. विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधिता भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्. नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र. येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः. प्रपन्नपारिजाताय उत्तरवैत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः. पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वास। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण। बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम हरि ओम। Let us chant from 13th verse. Shri Bhagavanuvach Sarvakarmani Manasa Sanyasyaste Sukham Vashi नवद्वारे पुरे देहि नैव कुर्वन्न कारयन् न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः न कर्मफलसंयोगम् स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापम् न चैव सुकृतं विभुः अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानम् तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः ज्ञानेन तु ततज्ज्ञानम् येषान्नाशितमात्मनः नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानम् प्रकाशयति तत्परम् तद्बुद्धयस्तदात्मानः तन्निष्ठास्तत्परायणाः गच्छन्त्य पुनरावृत्तिम् ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः विद्या विनयसम्पन्ने ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि शुनि चैव स्वपाके च पंडिताः समदर्शिनः इहैव तैर्जितः सर्गः येषां साम्ये स्थितं मनः निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म तस्मात् ब्रह्मणि ते स्थिताः तस्मात् ब्रह्मणि ते स्थिताः 13th verse onwards, the topic of absolute nature of self is being discussed till 26th verse, and the topic is how the self is actionless, how the self is all-pervading, how the self of me sarva bhutatma bhutatma. 7th shlok, 2nd line. Sarva bhutatma bhutatma kurvannapi na lipyate was discussed in shlok number 13th. And Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma, that is being discussed from 17th and 18th. Well, what is all this? When you say I am relaxed, it means you are experiencing I don't have to do anything. The experience of I don't have to do anything is called relaxation in the worldly term also. Or
any work is there, you are very confident that I am very good in it. So it's very easy. So when you are very good in some work, so you don't feel that I have to do it. Because it is very easy for you. But some work which you are not very confident, then you are not relaxed. So the feeling of relaxation is the experience of actionlessness in the self, at least to a certain degree, if not all the degree. Tomorrow is Sunday, and therefore I am not going to work. Supposing I say. This thought itself gives you very good a respite. Tomorrow is Sunday, or tomorrow is Saturday. So supposing I say, you have to hear satsang. I can hear, I am coming in the talk. Supposing I say, you have to talk. So talk only for 15 minutes. On 5th chapter you have heard, or you talk on Kenopanishad. So much you are writing notes. So you have to just talk on the nature of the inlevener of the assemblage for 15 minutes, and I will also sit. And this can take away on sleep. In Vedant course, they were talking for 5 minutes initially, then 10 minutes. And you know how much tension was built up. And listening is very good, because I am not doing anything. I am just sitting, I am thinking something else. I see you, but I think something else. Lot of ways are there. So this feeling of I have to do is not a very pleasant feeling. I have to do is not a feeling of Brahman. Rest means absence of experience of doership and enjoyership. Generally, in the worldly parlance, when we say he has gone to rest, so he takes away doership but maintains enjoyership. We are going on holiday. So we are going on holidays, we are going on ship, or we are going for some hotel. We will have good food, we will have good sightseeing, we will have good, some kind of change of good flight tickets I have taken, window seat I have taken. I don't know why people prefer window seat. Anyway, it's your choice, why should I want? So, window seat, I see how the plane lands, how it takes over. Everything is so pleasant, the air hostess is coming and says, hello sir, how are you? Nobody talks so sweetly to me in the house. So she says, what will you have? No, I was just testing it is working, therefore I pushed it. So, but the way she brings the trays and gives the tray to me and gives the food, I open sweet dish and see what it is. The very small burfi is kept this way. I eat very slowly so it doesn't get over fast. Because they don't serve twice, they have a limited, only that much plate is there. It counts, it comes on accounting. Not that lot of something is remaining there and they are eating. I enjoy flight, I enjoy sleep, I enjoy what is it called, good hospitality on a hotel. I enjoy a lot of things I enjoy. This is not what Vedanta wants rest. He says, listen, if you enjoy, you have to work for that enjoyment. And if you enjoy, enjoyment will take you to impression. And next time it will be followed by absence of enjoyment, and therefore you will go into sadness. Holiday is over, again I have to work. So the meaning of rest in Vedanta is absence of sense of enjoyment, absence of sense of doership in me. This is the meaning of rest. And unless this rest you are in, you will never be very, very quiet. Whole life is learning the art of being with yourself in totality, not partially. All the time, at all place, in all work, you don't have an experience that I am tensed or I am sad or I have to work. Your main dominating experience, which I use the word cognition, I separate the word cognition and experience, because experience comes and goes and cognition is same. I am is a cognition. I am sad is an experience. I am very delighted is an experience. Please note, Vedanta is not one experience of the many experiences. Out of many experiences, one experience is not the experience of Vedanta or Bhakti. It is one undying, unrefutable, uncontradictable cognition. Therefore, cognition word, it is not some special experience. And here the nididhyasan means you expose yourself to that cognition. You make yourself very aware of that. Like when you go to the shower, you expose yourself to that water. You allow that water to drench you. That is called cognition. Or you go for sunbath on the sea beaches. You expose yourself to the light of the sun. But they are external. Here it is internal. So for a time being, when you consciously practice, it is called nididhyasan. When it starts being unconsciously practiced, it is called nishtha. When you consciously practice, it is called tad buddhaya, tadatmana. You force yourself slightly, you persuade yourself. Like when our names change, when we become brahmachari, our name change. When we become sannyasi, our names change. So first day when our name is given, even if somebody calling me with my new name, I am not registering it. He calls me, I think, who is he calling? He said, your name is this. Oh, sorry. My name is there. We had different names. So when they call me with the new name, then it takes time, few days, few weeks, that you get nishtha into it. Otherwise, initially you are not able to know that I have a new name totally. I don't know you have this experience or not. Because you have not, those who are brahmacharis, they will hold this experience. But when I got brahmachari diksha, or when I got sannyas diksha, my experience was different. Supposing my earlier name was Pakodi Chand. And after that my name became Abhay Chaitanya. So somebody called Abhay. So I didn't register it. And you know who calls first? Guruji. To test this. So when I offered after Diksha, so he said, your name is Abhay, na bibeti kutaschaneti. I still remember. I was not open at all. And then after that, the Abhed name came. He says, when Abhed is there, then Abhay is there. So he connected both. So initially when I heard my name, it was objective. Kya naam hamara, kya naam hai? So we are given the name in writing also. That you need not take something else. Or you make some other name out of yourself. You cannot do like that. Because now today, if somebody addresses me by my old name, I don't register old name now. And if somebody calls me Pakodi Chand, so that name also is not registered now. Because that was old name. Okay. Mali, was your name Pakodi Chand? So, you allow yourself to bask in that knowledge given by the teacher. After understanding it, you stand under it. You expose yourself consciously. This is called Tadatmana. Dhyan dena. And what is that knowledge? That in me, doing is impossible, enjoying is impossible, because I cannot modify. भाई न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित नायम भूत्वा भविता. It was to tell absence of shad vikar in the Atma. And then another shlok comes, avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate. It is avikari. Vikar means purvavastha tyag, naveen avastha grahan. You leave the prior state and you take a posterior state. Vikar, modification. So you cannot enjoy unless you modify. You cannot work unless you modify. So these things, what was the definition earlier? You feel it is not a definition, it is my name, it is my description. It is my description. Like when you see your name in your certificate, or you see your name in your newspaper or somewhere, and the moment you see your name, I comes, I, this is me, this is me. Similarly, when a Vikari name comes, a Chinta name comes, you see it as me. And anything when you see as me, you stop there. Dhyan dekh sunna. Supposing you have your family photograph or you have your school college photograph where a lot of children are there and you are also there. Today also if you have, I don't have any of mine. I don't keep any photograph. Neither mine, neither anybody. Out of 20 photographs if you see and you are there, so your eyes will still go on your photograph. And you will stop. It will give you joy. Although you'll see everybody. You see that person's photograph, you see. But when you see your photograph, you stop there. Out of many names, when you see your name, you stop there. So when you hear avyaktoyam achintyoyam, you stop there. You're delighted to see that name. Reading Gita is one thing. But seeing Gita in me is another thing. And this is the transformation that comes through Tadbuddhaya. Teacher gives the knowledge, it comes in the buddhi. Tadatmana, you bring it consciously in the heart. Tat nishtha it becomes unconscious, and ultimately what lifestyle you wanted has become your life now. Tat parayana. ठीक है ना? And that alone can give the rest. Only God can give the rest, or only self can give the rest. I say one thing, always be in rest. Don't go for rest. Don't go to rest. Don't go for relaxation. Don't go for enjoyment. Be in rest. Work out of rest. Not rest after work. Work out of rest. Talk out of rest. Let your work be that expression of your calmness and quietness. When you are aware of your godliness, that state is called your peace. Because you have no desire. You have no ambition, you have no anxiety, you have no complex. And their knowledge is very important. Well, but he is different, I am different. Moment you have a bhed buddhi, your rest will go away. You will be at unrest. And therefore, two things I had mentioned yesterday. Sadhana number 1, which is the initial sadhana, is to see yourself as a seer of body-mind complex. I am the seer, this body is the seen. I am not a property of this body-mind intellect assemblage, which you heard in Keno Upanishad. But second step, till here you don't need Vedanta. This you can realize anywhere. Where we need Upanishad is to know that this seer of this body-mind is the seer of all. Kshetrajam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. And this gives a jolt to the new student. He said, what? One who is my seer is the seer of the whole world. And this is where you need external help. He will prove it. ठीक है ना? If you are not understanding, don't worry, you will understand in time. And therefore yesterday, I had taken 3 avasthas, 3 states are coming and going in me. Therefore it takes lot of time. Supposing I am not understanding, then again you hear it. You do puja and again you come back. You pray to your Lord and again you hear. 20 years you pray, again you come. And ultimately we saw. And this, please get this point. That particular Sarvbhutatma Bhutatma is in 18th shlok now. This 17th and 18th shlok. Kurvannapi na lipyate was in 13th verse, 14th verse, 15th verse. And Sarvbhutat Bhutatma, I am the self of all, is in 18th verse, 19th verse. Please read the commentary of Gita. Best commentary is Bhagavad Gita of Gita. If you know how to know it. So therefore Bhagavan used the word, क्या बोला था? ज्ञान निर्धूत कल्मषाः. Jnana means which jnana? The knowledge. Which knowledge? Knowledge that I know 2 knowledges. I am the seer of my body, my mind. I am not affected by my life. My living has nothing to do with me. This living, this life, this person whom I call I in empirical world, who is 5 feet 7 inch, and who likes mushroom, Some of you like mushroom a lot, therefore I'm saying. Mushroom. I don't take it. So, or who is putting on weight, or who has son and daughter, or who had a life, who studied and failed twice, or who has a job, or who gets tensed, or who gets angry, or who gets kami, or who gets complexes. With this person, I have nothing to do. It is a passing, the value of this person is as good as a smoke, and that too in the dream. But I'm so important, this is where the Vedanta will help you. Well, you have no value. No, this person has no value. You are telling to yourself, don't tell it outside to anything. Don't tell it outside. I told you, no, that is called monologue. All of you must have done monologue in your rooms. He came, he did not understand anything. I don't know how long. I don't know how long I have to live like this person. Foolish person. पागल बनाता है हमको. हमको क्या समझ के रखा, हमारा कोई इसमें काम ही नहीं था, हमने तो कुछ बोला भी नहीं था. I did not say anything. He only blames me all the time. It's not that I want to do, but he only will understand actually. But you must have done some time. है ना? And supposing somebody enters at that time, whom you are talking to? No, sorry, nothing. You do monologue, Vedantic monologue with yourself. It's called Nididhyasana. I have nothing to do with this person. It is his life. Anyway, he is there. I disclaim everything. Disclaiming the Anatma and claiming the Atma as seer is Nididhyasana, step number 1. Please note, all these verses are for Vidvat sannyas. People take sannyas to meditate on. Sannyas means they go out of activity after Shravanam to abide in it. They may be in the house also, but they have internal sannyas at least. If you remember, I told you external sannyas is not mandatory, but internal sannyas is mandatory and must. Many times I have told this. External sannyas is Vividesha sannyas. Internal is Vidvat sannyas. This is a step number 1. Step number 2 is more difficult. Step number 2 is that whole world seer I am. And here you need Upanishad. Tadeva brahmatvam viddhi. Anyad ev tad viditat aviditat adi. These are Mahavakya. Which is different than known and unknown. And know that to be you. Tad ev brahmatvam, you are this Brahmat. And this is your here. You have to listen a lot. Now Nididhyasana has now become more serious now. Then you think that everything in the world is on me, including this body is seeing in me. This is called rest. When will I work? If I keep on thinking all these things, Swamiji, I have to go to the office. Who will prepare food? Who will drive the car? If while driving the car I am saying I am not driving, I am the seer, तब तो खत्म हो जाएंगे हम. Supposing you are serving me and you are thinking I am not serving. I am looking, instead of giving, you are just looking. And therefore, understood, no? Huh? And therefore it is said that you don't mix Karma Yoga sadhana and Jnana Yoga sadhana. Initially, this was my problem. Of this Vedanta I heard, while doing some work, this thought used to come. The work suffered then. Because every work requires involvement. Then I'm writing something and this thought came, I'm not doing anything. Of writing got affected. Talking got affected. So understand this is a Jnana Yoga sadhana. This cannot be mixed with the Karma Yoga sadhana. And when you are acting area, you have a thought, I am the servant of the Lord. And I will give my best, I will do my best with the grace of God. That is a totally different mode of sadhana. Therefore Bhagavan says, Lokesmin dvidha pura prokta maya naga. Nishtha means lifestyle, infrastructure, style, way. I am clarifying this point because it may be confusion. Therefore, Jnana Yoga sadhana, those who are very matured already, they are on the, then for them working, then they can practice it. Then for them, Nididhyasan is not a special work, it is natural for them. So, Pashyan Sranman Sprashan Jigran, for them it is easier at all time. That is called Parayanaha. But when you are starting to learn driving, you have to go to a secluded place. And you cannot drive on the highway, start on the highway. You cannot start on the highway while driving. You need a secluded place more. After that, your choice is there. ठीक है ना? हाँ, ठीक है. If you don't know somebody and you want to understand that person, you have to talk one-to-one many times. So before marriage, if the girl and boy don't know, many times they meet one-to-one. To know the nature, what is your hobby, when, what you read, what is your education, what is your, do you interest in Western music or Indian music? Indian, you like classical or semi-classical or vocal or Bollywood, what is your choice? What is your opinion about living with the parents? You want that we should be separately living, supposing, or we should be living together with our father, mother. What is your value system? You like which kind of food? Deep fried, fried, semi-fried. What is there? Semi-fried is not there. Okay. I'm just gathering data for each other. Get 2 cups. What? 2 cups of coffee. She noticed this way. She didn't like that. She marked it. After you have liked everything and lived, then you're not conscious that she goes in front of her, go with your family or go with your friends, or you're going out today with in-laws, or you're working there. Then he is not bothered. This conviction is there that now she is mine. Anywhere she goes, she is going for marketing, she is going for job, she is going in her parents' house. Minus is not lost. But when he has to make minus, he has to meet more one-on-one. I hope you are understanding. I try to give all examples so that we can understand. After that, she is not worried. Only what? 7 o'clock she went and she is in the market for 12 o'clock. Or she went to her friend's house. Well, where you went today? I went to that friend, okay, his birthday was there, okay. Chalo bhai. 12 o'clock, so late you came. She is not conscious that, I hope I will not miss. But when the relation is not firm, when your relation is not very firm, and this girl whom he had dined with or had a coffee, and he paid for that. Now he saw that girl sitting with some other boy. So then he got worried. Because his relation was not firm, and therefore it got disturbed. Similarly, when your I am the self is not firm and you forget that, then you get disturbed. ठीक है ना? But once it is disturbed, she is talking to somebody, is not an issue. I know that she loves me only, it's not a question, you can talk. I hope so. If he has disturbance, that means still the relation is not very, very firm. Then she will say, what do you think? Don't doubt on me. No, I'm not doubting. I know you very well. Doesn't matter. If she takes the money without asking, she doesn't have to say that I have taken the money from your pocket. Or you can take. Why you have to tell it? Don't tell these things to me. You can take any amount of money. Doesn't matter. Just keep me informed if we have money. That's it. क्यों भाई ठीक कह रहे ना? तो that is the issue there. वो तो when you are, this is called तत्परायणा हो गया अब तो बस. अब वो कहाँ जाए कैसे रहे I'm convinced. Similarly, when a person is already established, he walks, he talks, he laughs, he is working like Swami Abhedananda Maharaj. Or he is hectically working like Swami Shivananda Maharaj as the doctor. Or he is actively doing Ras Lila like Bhagwan Krishna. It doesn't matter to his state. Krishna bhogi shukasyagi. Raja nau janak ragavau. Vasisht karm karta cha panchaite jnanina sama. Krishna ji is enjoying as if with the gopis. He is dancing. While dancing only, his knowledge is there that I am the self. And all gopis are in me. I am not in them. Shukdev ji doesn't put on any cloth in his body also. His state. And Raja Ram and Janak ji both are king, heavily involved in affairs of the kingdom. And Vasisht ji is doing karm karta, purohit work. All are in the same, they are parayana. They have no fear of losing that realization. Because before marriage, still fear is there. Whom she is talking? Is she simultaneously, is these boys also in the queue? So he goes back to the house. He said, hello, just a personal question. You are engaging or trying to see some other boys. How do you know? So no, that I saw you walking with that. No, that is my brother. It was his birthday today. So we were all going out. Okay. जान में जाना है इसके. Because still the firmness has not come. विश्वास has not come. विश्वास हो गया तब ठीक है. Then it's not an issue. I don't have to question it with doubt. Tat, 4 words understood, no? Tat parayanaha, lifestyle. Tad buddhaya, go to guru. Tad atmanaha, Sadbuddhaya was paroksh jnanam of Brahman asti. Tadatmana Brahman asmi. Tannishtha, I go and do nididhyasan and try to internalize it. Consciously I internalize it. And tat parayana, now it has become my nature. I don't mean to be consciously practicing it. It is unforgettable now. I don't have to remember me. I don't remember my name is like that. Like I remember Gita Shlok, I don't remember my name every day. That my name is Swami this, my name is Swami this, my name is Swami this. Like you by heart Bhagavad Gita, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagad avyakt murtina matsthani sarvbhutani na chaham teshu avastitah Maya tatamidam sarvam Maya, I forgot. Maya, just now I was right. It came, but I forgot now. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagad vyakta murtina matsthani very discouraging. Matsthani, 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 Matsthani. I'm भूल गया यार. मस्तानी के बाद देख लेते हैं. मस्तानी. You, this is how you. I forget. रोना जाती है, कभी कभी रोना आ जाता है. If you by heart, I don't know you have cried or not. You have not cried. हाँ, भूल जाता है. If you are very good in by hearting, then it is okay. तत्परायणा. देखो एक बात चलते चलते बता देते इस टॉपिक पे, क्योंकि सर्वभूतात् भूत आत्मा इज द टॉपिक. So first I objectify this guy, this person, his life, his work, his husband, his wife, his house. I have nothing to do with this person. No attachment with this person. Please note, you cannot be detached with the world unless you detach with your body. It is a big problem. You want to get detached with the world and you want to be attached with your ego. You cannot, it will be impossible. Then people say, how to get detached? It's very difficult to. No, first detach from your wrong notions and from your wrong body. This substitute I by this person, this person's life, this success, this father, this mother. I have nothing to do with this person. Only this person is a medium for knowing the knowledge of the self and taking me close to the God. At least from Dehat Bhav come to Jivat Bhav. At least. Then you objective Jivat Bhavas. This is first. Second step is, this is the cause of the whole world. That is a bigger step. How is it? Before I go. Vidya Vinaya Sampanni Brahmani. देखो एक बात ध्यान देना. Yesterday I talked about container and content. We feel this world is a inert thing and I am a conscious, in between consciousness. Like in a big bowl, in between some berries are kept. Similarly, some consciousnesses are there around that. In the big inert, the big bowl called the world, inert, in between there are some consciousnesses are there. Inki conscious, तुम्हारी conscious. This is false. Why? Because the space inert, if this is the case, then inert world will pervade me. Because container pervades the content. The space in the container pervades the content. So if inert pervades me, then I will be also inert. That means my nature will be, I don't know myself. This is where Sankhya are there and Yoga are there. Sankhya and Yoga say that world is also one entity and you are also one separate entity in the world. And both are real. Both is not possible. Because if I was in the inert world, then inert world pervades me. That means I will have inertness. Like something you soak, supposing grams you soak in the water. So water will be pervading the grams. So if world is inert, inert world will pervade me. And inert means which does not know itself. That means I will not know. Aham na janami. This is not possible. That I don't, aham mam na janami. I don't know myself. You know that you don't know, then how can you say that you don't know? It's a not right statement. And if that was the case, then in the absence of the container called the Bhutakash, or you won't have experience of dream and deep sleep where you are not experiencing this world, but you are experiencing the absence of the world and presence of the world. One who experiences the absence and presence of the world, he cannot be in that experience. Experiencer cannot be a part of experience. An experiencer cannot be the one who experiences the absence of experienced world if he was a part of the experienced world. Say slowly. What did you say? The experiencer cannot be experiencing the absence of experienced world if he was in the experienced world. But I see the absence of waking state in the dream, absence of waking and dream in the deep sleep. Therefore, I am not a part of this world. And when this world come and go, that means all these things are only in oneself, I am saying. And this says, Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmani. बहुत अच्छा श्लोक है, लेकिन बहुत difficult है. You know what it says? One Brahmin is there who has knowledge and humility. Bhashyakar differentiates like he is highly sattvic, uttam samskarvati. But he is coming from a family where nobody has eaten non-veg. Every morning puja is done in the morning. Father was there ringing bells in the morning. Sattarayan Katha was done after 15 days. Supposing any child is born in this environment, or the mother knows whole, Sundarkand, or mother knows all mantras. If the child has been coming from such kind of house, he has been seeing, listening, high level of sensitivity is there. Nobody puts on the clothes which are already put on in the night. Supposing you sleep with the clothes, and then in the waking you get up, you say all my other clothes are not washed. So that was not allowed, because you cannot do puja with the old clothes except woolen clothes. Woolen clothes, this freedom is given. Woolen clothes get purified when it is put in the sun. But other clothes get purified after you put on in the body. You cannot re-put on, because your bath will not be complete. Oh, I did not know that. So when samskar is there, high level of purity is maintained. Whom you touch, whom you don't touch, what you eat, what you don't eat. It's not that you have eaten, you are sitting on the floor, on the dining table, and still the food is there. It's not allowed. If food you have eaten, it should not dry. It should not be dried up in the plate also and dried up in your hand also. That is inauspicious. So if supposing a boy comes up, he is called Brahmin Samskar is there. ठीक है, उत्तम संस्कारवती कहाँ थी ये ब्राह्मण? गाय आ गई, गवी. हाँ, चलो गाय तो ठीक है, हस्तिनी आ गई. हस्तिनी मीन्स हस्तिन इज द वर्ड. Seventh case. Hastini. Hastini means in the elephant. शुनी आ गया, चलो भाई यहाँ तक तो ठीक था. शुनी मीन्स डांग आ गया, चलो शुनी तक चल. श्वपाक हो गया, चांडाल has come now. Who sees one pandita is samdarshina. And Bhashyakar differentiates, because Brahman is extremely sattvic. This guy is slightly rastic. Then Hastini is tamsic, he says. Why? Although elephant is very intelligent element, but called tamsic because very slow movers. It takes time to get up. It can't run away fast. It is very intelligent animal, by the way. In all South Indian temples, this is there. This elephant is there. If you have seen that, they will bless you also. Huh? There are many dolphins and whales are very intelligent. They are navigators also. Very intelligent animals are there. So, Hastini, in the dog, in the chandal, that Pandit sees oneself. ध्यान देना, भाष्कर writes, अत्यंतम एव अस्पृष्टम एकम अविक्रियम ब्रह्म द्रष्टुम शीलम. He sees one. Tell me why? Because he sees me only and self is in all. Don't forget that cause called self is same on that waking state is coming, and it is whatever is the effect is nothing but cause is expressing as the effect. Example was dream. In the dream, the dog. In the dream, the elephant. In the dream, the chandal. It is me only. So I don't see a person, I see the essence. That your I and my I are not two I. The consciousness which is in the core of your personality, asti bhati priyam rupam nama chaityam shapanchakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagad rupam tatodvayam. Existence, consciousness and bliss is same in all. Name and form are different. बड़ा मुश्किल है तो यार. That means you see the dream and you know it is a dream. It is like that. This is called dream mukt. You see the dream and you know it is a dream. My light alone is everywhere. The consciousness with which you are understanding, which is behind you and which is behind this body, is same. It did not sleep. ठीक है? For bhakti you can say everywhere God is there and all these things. That is, please note, seeing oneness doesn't mean you have to do accordingly. There are some darshi, not some varti. You see one, but you behave differently. Your body, you see one, yourself in whole body, but the way you behave with your face is different than the way you behave with your feet. Your way you behave with your nose is different than you behave with your eyes. Your behavior with mouth is different and eyes are different. You don't put rice balls in the eyes. Or you don't put glasses on your tongue. Or you don't lift the bag with your feet. Or you don't walk with your head. All are different. Kriyad bhavadvaitam sada kuryat. Kriyadvaitam na karhicit. You advait you can have in vision, but you can't make it like that. The way I behave with my wife will be different than I behave with my mother. Will be different than I behave with my neighbor. Will be different than I behave with my teacher. ठीक है ना? Although there is one self there, this is a word of caution. Difficult, Shlok is difficult. But this is the highest vision. Gita is not that easy. समदर्शिना पंडिता एकम अविक्रियम ब्रह्म द्रष्टुम शीलम. बोले और दूसरा कोई है ही नहीं. In me waking came, in me waking went away. In me dream came, dream went away. Dream was one of the episodes, it came, it went away. I am not going in life. I am not going in day and night. I am not living the day. Tomorrow I have to live another day. I am not going to live a day. Tomorrow is coming in me. Time is in me. This is experience of a jnani. So if he sees a dog, if he sees a cat, if he sees a mouse, if he sees a worm, so he does not see that his attention is not on the body. His attention is on the essence of that dog. Marmi sajjan sumati kudali. Where it came? मरमी सज्जन, इसी को मरमी बोला है. मरमी सज्जन सुमति कुदाली. फिर हाँ, रामायण नेक्स्ट लाइन. मरमी सज्जन ज्ञान विराग नयन उरकारी. कराएगा वो टॉपिक. आप मर्म पे दृष्टि डालो. Therefore, those who are in a very high state, so those Mahatmas don't talk in the Vyavaharik language sometimes. They don't talk. Because they see that for us it is very difficult. Because I have programmed myself, this is my body, my family, this world is very big, inert, real, and for them it is not real. वो नहीं है वहाँ, वो है नहीं वहाँ पे. You know how they see? They see, now this situation has come and this will pass away. Another scene will come on me. Right now hall scene is there. After 10 minutes kitchen scene will be there. Dining hall scene will be there. I am not going to dining hall. Dining hall scene is coming in my mind. Then dining hall scene will go away. Then my lounge scene will be coming in me. I am not walking in the lounge. Lounge scene is coming in me. I am not going somewhere else. Then after that, sleeping scene will be there. I will be doing some writing and some jap, then I will sleep. No, sleep is coming and going in me. I am not in the sleep. I am not sleeping. Sleep is coming and going in me. And what about this guy, this person? This person is just one of the million persons. This is one of the person. What is your relation with this person? I have no relation with it. Because relation is possible only when something modifies. I am non-modifying self. So this is just an incidental shadow appearing in. Out of many shadows, this is one of the shadows. Only thing, through this I came to know the self. There is no relation with this person. It is a future ash. It will change its form. If you see your childhood picture, you can't recognize yourself. When you are a baby, your picture must be there. When you are 2-year-old, 1-year-old, you should also. You cannot recognize. You have 1-2-year-old picture? Please see it. Yeah, when you have to practice, you are this or this. You have? दिखाना जरा. इनकी तो बहुत है. Now the new generation has lot of pictures. In our generation, we had hardly 1-2 pictures. That to cameraman used to come, the big camera were there. And he used to click and there was a reel, one big reel was there. It was inserted in the camera and then it was given for developing. Then he used to give one photograph. ये तो in me waking state is coming, dream is coming, deep sleep is coming, and they will go in me. I am not changing. You never get up. I don't get up. This person, this mood is coming. Happiness also comes, sadness also comes. Joy also comes, sadness also comes. And the whole world is in me, and therefore everything is an expression of myself only. I am expressing as a dog in a different form, like in the dream. I am expressing as a beggar in a different form. A sense of beggar and a sense of me is same. This is called marmi. बोले बड़ा डिफिकल्ट है. Never mind, hear it. What can you do? You have to hear it. सच है, उसको सुन लेना चाहिए. You may be on the path of bhakti if you want, I have no problem, but hear that. One Dule Baba was there in Uttar Pradesh. So he used to sit like that. And people used to worship him. So when the marriage of the girl in the villages, they used to put the ornament on him. And next morning take away. He used to sit. You never saw who is coming. So one day somebody else took it away. So he said, Baba, Baba, हमने जेवर रखा था, पहनाया था, कहाँ था? बोले जिसने पहनाया था वो ले गया. उनका नाम ही बढ़ गया दूल्हे बाबा. क्या नाम था देखो. बोले जिसने पहनाया तो ले गया. हम कहाँ देखते हैं उसको, वही तो था. ये मस्त रहते हैं इन लोग अपनी दृष्टि में. वो देखी भी नहीं कौन पहनाया. One Mahatma was there. Somebody hit him with a stick. He fainted. So he was taken to the hospital. So police came. Police said, you remember who was the one who hit? He said, yes, I remember. The one who is giving me milk, he is the one. The police, hey, I'm giving you milk and you are saying, no. Bole, form is different, essence is same. In such time only their knowledge is quiet. You can solve any problem unless you are not a part of a problem. Doctor can see the patient if the patient is not the wife or husband or child. Same doctor cannot operate his own wife. Best surgeon, and if he goes and he has to operate his own wife and he sees the wife bleeding profusely, so doctor will say, I think you please carry on. I can't take it. I am going in. Call other doctor, let her operate. I am feeling giddiness. You can be a good mother only when you are not a part of your son's life. You are acting on behalf of God. Then only you can read the situation more clearly. That this is his problem, this is the solution. Otherwise, if you are very angry, overpowered, or very irritated, or you start crying, you don't get a solution. बोले हम शादी क्यों की? हम परेशान होंगे इसके. I don't know how long. हम तंग आ गए इसके कारण. हम पागल हो जाएंगे तुम्हारे पीछे. तुमसे समझाते समझाते हम थक गए इस बात को. I'm tired of you, fed up of you. It is standing and doing like this. फिर रो देते हैं, फिर मान लोग रोने लगते हैं. They start crying also. आंसू आ जाता है. इतना तंग आ गए उससे, इतना परेशान हो जाते हैं. समझ जाते हैं एक ही बात. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स टू एक्सप्लेन दैट. वही काम करता रहता है. कितने बार समझा चुके मत करो इस काम को. पता नहीं कब छुट्टी मिलेगी इन लोग से. इसको देखे उसको देखे। एंड दैट चाइल्ड स्टार्ट सिंगिंग मम्मी हैज, उसको भी आंसू आ जाता है। No role can you play if you are attached. This is a difficult श्लोक, but I have to take it like that. क्या करें? समदर्शी होना. This is only possible one who is totally जीवन मुक्त and he sees all three states in him. There is no other possibility. Samdarshina. There is nothing changing. We'll see more tomorrow. Om Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan Ki Jai. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavachishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. 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 He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.